Shruti, you heard Shashi and what he said about these debates need to happen, etc. What has been the experience in regulation and how has the law evolved so far from the time that he mentioned that these are relatively new areas and we are seeing an explosion of more users coming through smartphones. Our data prices are some of the cheapest in the world. As a result, more people are able to come. And we are a 1.3 billion strong nation, so a lot of voices. How do you regulate so many voices and so on and so forth? So, what has been the journey so far?
So the journey started with the IT Act enactment, which happened in 2000, and since then we've seen a very rapid growth in the use of internet as a whole. Social media came in the early 2000s, and now we are seeing the advent of metaverse, Web 3.0. There is online gaming, cryptocurrency, and with the pandemic setting in, a lot more digitization happened with everything moving online. So, with this, there has been a very genuine need for more regulation and more effective regulation, and the government has been working actively towards that. We are seeing, with the emergence of new technologies, the regulations are being amended, updated. We are having the data protection law, which has been in discussion for a long time, and the government is working actively to have a robust data protection legislation for India. We are also seeing discussion around a new IT Act, and there is discussion around the a new cybersecurity policy. So the cybersecurity policy that exists as of now is of 2013, so it needs to be updated. So a lot has happened. These new regulations are in line with the need for more accountability and transparency from the platforms, as well as better protection of user interests. We have also seen discussions around platform regulation. Recently, a new proposed amendment to the IT rules was proposed, and there the government is saying that we should have an appellate committee as well, so that the grievance officer that the platform set up, they have some amount of accountability. And
Right.
even more interestingly, self-regulatory organizations is also something that the government is actively considering. Like the MeToo has been talking about that for content takedown and content blocking, also there can be a self-regulatory organization that
So
the
I just interrupt you for those of us because we speak in a certain language. METI stands for Minister of Electronics Information Technology. So just pointing that out. So when we use the word METI, this is what it means. Yes.
yes.
So
So
please.
yeah, I'd just like to conclude by saying that self-regulatory organization is also something the government is considering, and this shows that the government is not averse to the idea that the platforms themselves come up and create an effective regulatory model. The objective of the government is that rule of law is maintained on platforms, and for this, I think more effective consultations and dialogues with experts, with all the stakeholders involved, can help us navigate through the processing challenges that's coming up and create these laws and regulations more holistically.